Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today we're going to be going over my team selection for blank game week 29 and the transfers that I'm thinking of making as well. So if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment. What are your plans for blank game week 29? Subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off before we get into my team selection for blank game week 29, just going to quickly go over how I finished double game week 28. It was a red arrow from 2.2k to 3.2k, but I did finish quite strongly in that Bournemouth-Luton game, which basically just saved my week. Like, even though it was a red arrow, it was a lot worse until that game. So, obviously, Martinez got 0 points. Very, very underwhelming there. Cannot wait to get rid of my Villa defenders and stuff like that. I got Doherty, who picked up 5 points. Did pick up the assist in that Bournemouth game, so that was really, really nice. Did finish on 5 points, which, you know, is not too bad for a double. It is what it is. At least he got one return. Gabriel picking up 1 point. And then the man, the myth, the legend, Zimanji going and getting a goal. Who could have wrote it? My lord, like, literally just the attacking returns are just nowhere near in sight. Like, look at all the times he got 0 XG every single game. Literally, I'd probably say like 85% of the games that he's played this week, he's registered 0 XG. The one game that I bring him in for, well, the 2 games, should I say, because I brought him in for Sheffield United, he goes and bags a header. I cannot believe what an absolute legend. Picked up 8 points. Huge for me. Really, really helped my game week, especially because he's so low owned, like 2.8%. So that was absolutely massive. Really helped with like the pain of not owning Son and stuff like that. Yeah, absolute hero. Midfield, obviously nothing great. Bowen picking up 2, Foden picking up 2, Saka picking up 2. But then along comes Cole Palmer, big 13-pointer. I just cannot get rid of this man. He's just too good. The fixtures are really, really good for Chelsea as well. After this blank, they've got Burnley, they've got United at home, but then they've got Sheffield United, they've got Everton, Brighton, West Ham, Forest, Bournemouth. They've got 2 doubles as well to kind of also go, like, obviously play. So yeah, there's just no way I'd get rid of him at all now. So yeah, he's just going to be a set and forget in my team for the rest of the season. I could see him being like 8.5 next season, 100%. I think 5 mil or whatever his price was at the start of the season, just absolutely ridiculous. But I didn't know, we didn't know he was just going to be this like superstar. But yeah, he's got up a lot though. He's like 5.7 now. But either way, that's the midfield. And then up top we got Watkins picking up 2 points, Haaland picking up 2 points, and then Solanke getting that goal as well, which was such a good goal as well, by the way. Picking up 16 points, getting obviously the goal and the 2 bonus. So that was really, really nice. What could have been, though, if he'd got that penalty in the first game, like, obviously, triple captainers, I feel like they'll feel quite hard done by, because if he'd scored that penalty in the first game, probably would have got some bonus points from that as well. So, yeah, could have finished on a really, really nice haul. But either way, 16 points from Solanke, not too bad from my captain. But all in all, not the worst week. I mean, literally going into that Bournemouth game, I would think my game week rank was like 8 mil. And it's gone down to like 2 mil, so I really, really can't complain. It is a rank drop. I'm going to get another rank drop this week, but hopefully it's not too bad. We'll make those gains back in, hopefully, in double game week 34 when we play our free hit. But anyway, we're talking about blank game week 29 now. Let's go into the current team selection for it. So we have Martinez in goal, who's got West Ham away. At the back, we do have Doherty, who's got Forest at home, and then Porro, who's got Fulham away. In midfield, we've got Bowen, who's got Villa at home, Douglas Luiz, who's got West Ham away, and then we've also got Watkins, who's got West Ham away up top. So as of right now, I've got 6 playing players. Maybe. Like, the Watkins injury is, like, really, really unfortunate. I knew it was going to happen. I knew something was going to happen either to Bowen or Douglas Luiz or Ollie Watkins or Martinez. I knew that one of the players that played last night was going to get some sort of injury. It was just written in the stars. And, of course, Watkins goes down injured, gets up, scores, and then goes down injured again and gets taken off. The only, like, silver lining is that, like, it didn't look that bad. Like, the pictures were just that there's like a gash in his leg, and the gash doesn't look that bad. It's just a cut. Like, he could easily play. You'd like to think with that. Again, it depends how painful it is. Like, only he will know that. But, you know, we did have Emery say that, you know, he might be fine. It's not like he's been definitely ruled out. If he'd definitely been ruled out, then I might actually be in free hit territory, which would be really, really unfortunate. But the fact that, like, it doesn't look that bad. It could also be a blessing in disguise as well, because if you are on the free hit this week, you may not go with Watkins, and then he may start, and then he may just like bang in like 2 goals, and it would be actually like a massive differential. So it could also be a blessing in disguise. But I think if you're on a free hit, you still play him. You just make like your first bench player like Morris or something like that. If you're doing like a 3-5-2, you play Watkins, you play Tony, and then you just play Morris first bench. And then if Watkins doesn't play, Morris just comes off the bench and plays. So that's probably what I would do if I was on the free hit. But because I'm not on my free hit as of right now, yeah, obviously I have to play him. But I'm a little bit more, I guess, optimistic that he will play and hopefully get something as well, because I need him to play. You know, I can't afford to lose a player. I've already got like barely anyone, so hopefully Watkins is fine. But yeah, there's not really a lot to talk about with the team selection because there's just literally not that many players. Like, I own a lot of the players that are going to be owned this season already, like in this free hit, apart from a couple that I'm obviously going to have to bring in from transfers and stuff. But a lot of people are going to own Bowen, a lot of people are going to own Porro, Doherty. Watkins, again, is a bit more like unsure now because obviously of the injury. But Tony, Son, players like that, obviously I'll be bringing in this week that a lot of people are going to own as well. The only one that I'm really worried about is not owning Madison, and also Reguilon as well. Like, Reguilon with that hamstring injury, apparently he's trained and he should be okay, which obviously is good for him, but it's not good for my team because that's going to be another player on a lot of free hit drafts that is going to be a maybe. But again, like, people are going to be free hitting and they're going to have Reguilon and Watkins, and both are doubts. So it's a little bit more risky, I guess, playing it. But either way, that's what my team's currently looking like. Obviously, the main part of today's video is my transfers and what we're actually going to do. So I have currently got 6 playing players, maybe 5. We'll see what happens. So obviously, one player that I'm going to definitely be bringing in this week is Son. It's just, who do I get rid of? Either Foden or Saka has to be the player that goes, because I can't get rid of Douglas Luiz because he plays, can't get rid of Bowen because he plays. I'm not going to get rid of Bowen, Palmer. I mean, I could get rid of Palmer if I really wanted to. And to be fair, I can't even do it anyway because I can't even afford him. Never mind, can't do that for Palmer. Palmer actually might have been a good shout because I could sell him for 5.5 and he's only 5.7, so that would actually been really, really nice. But anyway, yeah, so it either has to be Foden or Saka. And obviously they're both blank, so I don't have to worry about that. It's just the fixture after the blank. Do I want to have Foden or do I want to have Saka? Like, because then I'm wildcarding in 31 anyway, so it doesn't matter. I can bring them both back in and wildcard 31. It's just I have to decide who I'm going to go with for game week 30. And I mean, I could wildcard in 30, but I don't think it's going to make that much sense to. I think I may as well just save it for that week and then just... But then again, I think if I wildcard in 30, I'm going to be bringing in most of the players anyway that I'd bring in 31. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like 31 is just a little bit nicer to wildcard in. But I may wildcard in 30 regardless. But it'd have to be either Foden or Saka that I get rid of. Obviously, money's not a problem because I've got 4.1 mil in the bank. So yeah, it's such a tough decision because obviously Saka's a penalty taker, but it's at City. So, and I feel like both are nailed. Like, obviously Saka's definitely nailed, but I think that Foden is also pretty much guaranteed to be nailed. Like, the last time he didn't play 90 was in game week 22, and obviously he's having a really good season. So I think he's just, especially in a game against Arsenal, like, Pep's going to want to play his best team, and Foden is part of that best team. So it is a really, really tough decision who to get rid of, and I generally don't know, but it's got to be one of these two. Like, I might actually need help from, like, you guys. I generally don't know. Like, there's the penalty taker or the person that's playing at home. Both are going to play 90 most likely. It's just, who do you go with, really? Like, that's the situation. So I personally am kind of siding with... I don't even know. I actually don't even know. That's the decision I've got to make. But let's just say it's Foden. Let's just say I get rid of Foden. So that's obviously one player that I get rid of for Son. I'm definitely bringing Son in this week. I just have to. Like, he's going to be my captain. He's going to be so highly owned. I just have to bring him in. So he's gone up to 10 mil now as well. It's like 9.8 like yesterday, I swear. I don't even know how he's gone up so quick. But either way, yeah, Son is definitely going to be in my team. So that's my one free transfer. So that'll bring me up to 7 players as long as Watkins is fine. My other player that I'm going to be bringing in is going to be probably Tony. And then that's, who do I get rid of? Either Haaland or Solanke. So I also have to make a decision there. Do I want Solanke, who's got Everton at home, in 30? Or do I want Haaland, who's got Arsenal in 30 at home to Arsenal? And again, penalty taker, penalty taker. The better fixture is probably Everton on paper, but obviously City's a much better team. So this is another question. I feel like it's just easier to wildcard in 30, then I won't have to worry about this because I can just bring these players back in if I wanted them to. But let's just say I get rid of Solanke for Tony as well. So that's going to be my other transfer this week. It's going to cost me a -4, which again, I've committed to the free hit. I've committed to no free hit this week. And if all goes well, I'll have 8 playing players, which I think is fine. Like, if you take a look at this week, like, I had 11 playing players this week, and what, like 3 of them got 2. In fact, 5 of them got 2. one got 1 and one got 0. Like, 11 players isn't... Obviously, it's very nice to have 11 players because you've got 11 chances of getting something. But at the same time, like, I think taking a hit to bring in players like, I don't know, like, let's just think Fpl or someone off the top of my head are just not worth it because they're probably not going to get anything. And it's just a waste. Like, I guess you could kind of see it that it's a -2 this week because they're not playing. So it's one of those whereas, like, you'd get rid of them this week. Like, Tony, for example, would be a -2 because Solanke's not playing. So I either have 7 players or I take a -2 and bring in an 8th player. I take another -2 and bring in a 9th player. So you could kind of see it like that. But at the same time, it's like, I don't think I would take a hit for any defenders. So the only other thing I could do is just bring in Maddison. But then I'd be getting rid of Saka as well. And I don't think I want to get rid of both Saka and Foden. Especially because... I mean, even though I kind of do, I would like 3 Spurs players for that Luton at home game. To be fair, I might even do it. I might even just take the -8, just bring in Maddison, get rid of Saka, and then obviously just wildcard in 31, bring them all back in, and then, yeah, because I don't think I want a ton of City and Arsenal players playing each other. So it's one of those, you could see it as like a -8. I mean, a -8 will drop me my rank like loads, but I think that's the thing as well. Like, it's the rank drop as well. That I don't know if I need, because then if I take a hit for Maddison and he doesn't do anything, I mean, he has to get 1 return and then it pays it off. Like, if he gets an assist or if he gets a goal, it just pays it off. So that's the thing. Like, it's a big question. I mean, I could bring in Maddison as well for Saka, and then I think I'd be very happy with my team. It is a -8, but I would have Maddison, Son there, and Tony, and I'd have 9 playing players for a -8 though. Yeah, it's one of those. I guess it's technically a -4 if you think of it like that, because it's just points I wouldn't be getting regardless. And I feel like I'm taking hits for Maddison and Tony. I think like they're both capable of getting returns 100%. So I might just do it, and then obviously for 30, I've got triple Spurs, which is obviously absolutely what I want. And then obviously I can wildcard in 31. And then free hit in 34. So I might do it. I might just get rid of both Saka and Foden and then just no balls it. And, you know, I just play my own game. Like, that's all I've been doing all season. It's worked out pretty well so far. Obviously, the -8 is not going to be ideal, but hopefully the double game week 34 can make up for that. And like I say, it's technically not a -8 because it's players that I wouldn't actually have playing regardless. And then I have triple Spurs in 30, 1 against Luton. So yeah, maybe I do that. Maybe I do. I've kind of convinced myself into a -8, which is technically a -4. Technically, because I wouldn't have, like, 4 of those points I'd just be getting back regardless anyway from Son and Maddison. Unless they get, like, a red card, then obviously it's just hell. So, yeah, I might take a -8 this week. I've kind of talked myself into it a little bit. Yeah, might do. And then I've got 9 playing players. The only other player that then I'd be worried about not owning is Reguilon, but I don't really need to bother about him. He might not even play. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll see. But I'm kind of convinced myself now, mid-video, that I'm going to be bringing in Maddison for a -8, which is technically a -4. Anyway, though, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. And let's try and hit 50 likes. Leave a comment. What are your plans for Game Week 29? Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. It's everything from me. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.